And a pranam to all. Welcome all for this morning Japa session, special Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita Katha. So today I take this opportunity for sharing some pastimes based on the topic of service and service attitude. Uh, Thank you so much. So let's first of all, I don't know if I'm really qualified for this speaking about this subject, but this I take at service of my Shiksha Guru and all my wishes from my colleagues. If there are any mistakes which which I have committed, please forgive me so that I progress in my devotional service. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुक्तपदगुरुन् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुक्तपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च विरूपं सप्रजातं सगणरघुनाथां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी कृष्णभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Just as I'm about to begin the class, I just thought of taking blessings of Sri Radha and Madhava with this short kirtan. So, shall I begin the kirtan now? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Prabhu Ravanatari Yamunati Ravanatari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamunati Ravanatari Yamunati Ravanatari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Shri Radha Madhava ki jai. Namo Shivaya 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 Namaste Saraswati Hare Krishna. So, welcome all for this morning short session about a topic chosen named service. What is service? Service is what we are doing all day, all week, all month, all throughout the year. We are just doing service, service, service. We are always serving one another, our elders, our youngsters, our siblings, everybody. Yeah, we have to be in service. If you are not in service, that means you are not there. You are not going to be in this world. As long as you are going to be in this world, we have to do some kind of a service or another. So, service is a very, very vital part in our life. Either as a child, we are serving our parents, or as a youth, we are serving our, say, if you are a student, you're serving your teachers, and they in turn serve you, or else at a later stage, still further, when you go back, go ahead, and you start working, you are serving your immediate bosses, your company you serve, and so many other services you are taking part in this lifetime. Okay, ultimately for all this, there's only one motto, right? You want to serve your family. Yeah, just because you want to serve your family, you end up in doing so many other services. But beyond this also, of serving your family, there is another very particular topic which I'm going to touch today in the later part. Beyond family, there is one service, and that service is all in all. If you do that service properly, you are ultimately covering the rest of the paraphernalia of the services. So let us categorize like this. Okay. Generally, we are serving three kinds, as I know, as to my knowledge, three kinds of services we generally we do. We do service to our community, then we do service to our society, and third one and the most important one is to service to ourself. Okay, the self is very, very important. If you do not serve yourself, then you actually don't tend to serve the society or the community as such. Because if you cannot serve yourself properly, then you end up in a mess of things. Okay, so this is only wonderful thing of serving the self. So I relate this serving the self as to how we can serve ourselves in the way, like, the self is constituted in two things. Like I devotionally, if you take it up, okay, as we are all devotees, we are assembled here. We're going to learn, going to discuss about topics around Srimad Bhagavatam and topics of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Also, if somewhere we touch around the pastimes of great acharyas and so many other paraphernalia. So I would like to go directly dive into the subject of self. What is this self? How are we serving this self? If I want to talk about society, community, yes, there's a lot of things. I just gave you a brief. As a society, you will serve so many people around you. Okay, your friends, your relatives, your family, so many other things. And a community means, what is a community? A community is a category of people of the same nature and the same religion and all that. So let us not just spend our time in all those little away. We keep them away, and now we just start focusing on how we serve the self and what is the self constitute about. The self, I only see two things. When you see the self, what is in yourself is the soul. The soul is the Atma and the Paramatma. So actually, bhakti or anything else is already surrounded by these two, the Atma and the Paramatma relationship. How the Atma serves the Paramatma. These are wonderful subjects we can touch. Actually, I taken this step to explore into this. So Atma and Paramatma relationship, how the Atma can serve the Paramatma. So first of all, we need to understand what is this Atma. Who am I? What am I? why am I? So these things are very, very little subjects which we have to see. So now when you ask, who am I? Anybody can say, who am I? Yeah, it says, I am this soul. I am this soul, not this body. So when we say I am this soul, what it means? Okay, we are all part and particles of Supreme Lord. We are separated energy, like the sparkles I told you in the last class. Just remember, as the sparkles out from the sparkler, the sparks tend to fall down because it is lost its connectivity. Once it's lost its connectivity, it starts fading away in its composure, and finally it falls dormant into the earth, like that. So even this dormant particle can be awakened by reconnecting. How? We can reconnect to the Supreme just by associating with the like-minded peoples, the like-minded associates of the Lord. We can reconnect. Our spark can rekindle. When it rekindles, it starts rejuvenating and it starts to brighten itself again. Slowly, slowly it brightens up, and as it brightens up, it actually gains back the lost energy. So, like this, we are all the little sparks who are fallen down on this material ocean, and we are in the dormant stage. So we do have the propensity, we do have the particle, as we all discussed earlier also. A palm full of seawater also has the same quality as the seawater. It is salty. It is some water is salty. The seawater is also salty. So qualitatively, we are one and the same, but quantitatively, we are different. That is why the Lord is called as Vibhu, and we are called as Anu. So basically, what I want to emphasize this quality of service is that so we have come out of this service of we were all eternally connected to the Supreme Lord, and we were all doing nice pastimes, and due to some bad association that we have been thrown out of the world. Okay, that's how we all have landed. I believe we all have landed into this material ocean because of our contamination of the material ocean. We got contaminated by the material ocean. Like how we get actually contaminated is what we have to see so that we can correct ourselves. Okay, so now this Atma or the soul constitutes of six things. What are the six things? Like the five senses, the mind, and also apart from these six objects, we have the intelligence, and then the super intelligence or the Paramatma. So when all these five senses are not in control, then we tend to lose the connectivity to the intelligence, and thereby we lose also connectivity to from the super intelligence, the supreme soul. So Atma Paramatma relationship is lost like this. So when these five senses, the five indriyas, connected five senses are five indriyas. What are the senses? The first sense is the eyes. The second sense is the ears. The third sense is the nose. The fourth sense is the mouth, the touch, the tongue. And fifth sense is the touch of the feet. So these five senses, when they are not acting properly, that moment we are not in connection to the superior energy. Likewise, there are so many things we get attracted. The eyes get attracted to so many things. What are the things? Like suppose you see you're sitting in the house in your living room, you tend to switch on the television. Definitely there are so many things coming in your front of your eyes. Okay, there are many eye-catching, many eye-dodging, many things happening to you. So your eyes definitely get a little bit contaminated. By the contamination of the sight or vision, there is another signal going to your mind. The mind is now, oh, this is a beautiful thing. I want to experience it. So it gives instructions to next get up from there, go to the place where it is available, go and try to achieve it. These are the things. A simple analogy. Okay. Likewise, the ears, when you hear something, you will start visualizing through your eyes. From hearing from the ears, you start visualizing your mind through the eyes. Okay, you see a picture of what you are visualizing, and then you try to go and reach out to that. This is one thing, the ears. Okay, next thing, the nose. The nose is very sharp. Okay, it can smell so many things. Suppose you are going through some going in a vehicle on the road, and what do you say, a BBMP vehicle crosses you, or you cross the vehicle. So immediately the pungent smell starts to attack you. Okay, though you don't want to smell it, you come across to smell it. So that's a thing. Okay, but now how we can overcome this, like how we can actually overcome this kind of thing. Okay, next thing is that the taste of the tongue. The taste of the tongue, we get experiences to so many different kind of varieties of foodstuffs, and so many varieties of mouth luring sweets and all that. So it is sometimes uncontrollable for us. Okay, sometimes we get prasads. Okay, fine. Otherwise, we get uncontrolled. We want to take part in eating those eatables. So it is not actually good to eat all eatables like that. Okay. And the next thing I told you is that the sense of touch. The sense of touch is very thing in this world we are experiencing. So suppose you watch a beautiful lady, and then your mind starts to go heavy, like you are not in your control. Okay, you want to do so many things, like you want to go to speak to that lady, you want to make friendship with that lady, or like that. Or if it is a woman, you see a beautiful man, you want to make friendship with that man, you want to talk to them, you want to build up a relationship and things like that. So these ways, the five senses are very attracted and distracted. Now, apart from these five senses, all these five senses are definitely sending one signal to the mind. Okay, this mind is a storehouse. It is a big storehouse. It has got so many GBs, so many GBs of space in the hard disk. This hard disk is very wide and many thick, and it can retrieve in a fraction of a second. It can retrieve in a fraction of a second what happened 10 years back, what happened 20 years back. Like that, it starts retrieving, and it starts sending the signals to all senses. Come on, get up now to go do this, do this. So what I'm trying to say is these five senses are the servants. The five senses are the servants of the mind, and the mind also is in turn the servant of the senses. So when these six people are coordinating, when these six people are going on and on, okay, then there is no rest. There is no rest. At any time, these six people are going to go and disturb you as an Atma. So now, what is your lost connection? We have lost connection from the supreme abode, and we have fallen as the dormant particles in this earth. So we have some life, okay, but our life is diminished. We have to establish, reconnect to the Supreme Lord. Likewise, if we start to do how we can actually how to establish this lost connection. So this service is what we actually keep doing in our daily routine. Like early morning, we get up and see and train ourselves to see the Mangal Aarti. Okay. How many of you are sincerely watching Mangal Aarti in the morning? Okay. This is a very nice exercise which I learned. Okay. I was also a part of a kind of a very lusty and very lazy fellow, and I used to shy away from these spiritual activities some time back. Okay, many years back. But then, when my Siksha Guru and my Diksha Guru, not Diksha, when my Siksha Guru and my guiding devotee, all of them started to guide me and tell me these are the things which you have to be careful. These are the wonderful things in life which you can achieve. Then I started to rethink about myself. Oh, what kind of a person I am. Before a devotee, I was thinking what kind of a person I am. So I was doing so many things which is so shameful and just so very nasty and things like that. So after that, once when my Shiksha Guru introduced me, you come for the morning Mangalarti and you broadcast the morning Mangalarti. This was the service given to me. Okay, I took this service as a serious thing. So I started doing this service early morning. Sometimes the internet would fail. Sometimes I would get up late. Sometimes, what do you say? Everything would be set up right, but I would have forgotten to switch on the audio. Like this, we tend to do mistakes, but these mistakes are not to put us down. Okay, mistakes do happen. Mistakes do happen. When you do work only, you do mistakes. Without mistake, you cannot learn anything. Okay, and that doesn't mean that you keep on repeating the mistakes. No, that is not correct. So I started doing this service, and maybe I was doing it for once or twice a week. Then after slowly, Prabhuji, as he was encouraging me, maybe he was encouraging other people also down the line, and many people started coming forward, and this service began to develop. So you see how wonderful this service has been, which has been initiated by His Grace Mathurapati Madhusudan Das, the morning program. The morning program just started with Mangalarti telecast and just Chapa. That's what is going on. Then slowly, the speeches came out, and there's so many occasions came in, and slowly, the different kind of people started speaking. Lot of speakers erupted. Lot of speakers started speaking their own on their own way, and like this service became a. What is this service? This service is service to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is given this service. So we are part and parcel of this service. Now this we are starting to connect. Now this dormant spark, no, it has got some oil or something into it. Now it started to start fertilizing. It started to slowly this spark is trying to glow itself like this. So like this thing. So what I was trying to say for you, just I got away from this topic is when I see in the Mangalarti, I used to see the 7, 8 verses of this Mangalarti song. It is very wonderful song. And if you read, if you not read, happen to read the meaning of the each verse. I was very fascinated by the 5th verse. The verse is Sri Radhika Madhavayorapara Madhurya Leela Gunarupanamna Pratikshana Swadanalolopasya Vande Guru Sri Charana Ravindam. That means this meaning says the spiritual master is always eager to hear and chant about the unlimited conjugal pastimes of Sri Radhika and Madhava and their qualities, their names and forms. The spiritual master aspires to relish these at every moment. I offer my respectful obeisance to such a spiritual master. So wonderful, right? This song was so very this line was very attractive for me that even the spiritual master is engaged in the conjugal past tense of Sri Radhika and Madhava, and these qualities, names, and forms so wonderful. And he used to relish it at every moment. With the spiritual master relishing, I felt, oh, what a fallen condition I am. Why am I behaving like this? I thought. And at this moment of this, when this line comes, you see in the Mayapur Mangalarti, exactly, Sri Radhika will appear. Radha, okay. And she gave a beautiful vision for us. This vision actually keeps correcting me that go, go, don't see all the beautiful girls in the streets. Look at this, look at this vision of Sri Radha Madhava. So wonderful, so wonderful. So this is how the little correction came to our minds. So it's very, very blissful. Like, no, these services, when you connect to the our lifestyles, it is very, very blissful. So by this, we can correct your vision. And then the second thing is we actually try to connect. I actually stop after this pastime. Maybe if possible, I get some time next week. I will continue the rest of the part. I will just tell you this story, small story, and it's very, very attractive story. So this story is pertaining to the years and how we can actually think. And it's connected to all the yandriyas like that. Yes, I was a story of a small story. I will just start now. Please pay attention. So once there was a beautiful procession going on. In that procession, many people were watching as the lordships have come out to give darshan to the procession, to the public. Okay. As the lordships are coming and coming and coming and coming, there was one particular person, okay, who was actually serving one lady. Like he was holding an umbrella for that lady, and he was just looking at her only. The whole lot of people are watching the procession. The whole lot of people are gallantly looking at the lordships coming down, dancing and all that. But this person was holding the umbrella for that lady, and he was gazing at her. So this is the pastime which happened in Sri Rangam during the period of Sri Ramajacharya. Okay, now it has so happened that Sripad Ramanujacharya appeared to pass by this scene. He saw this man holding this umbrella and gazing at that lady. Then he sent his person and asked him, look, go to him and ask him, what is this? What is this kind of attitude he's showing? Why is he behaving like this? Here the lordships are there. Everybody are giving, lordships are come to give darshan. Without taking darshan of the Lord, what is this person doing there? So this person goes and asks him over there. But he is undisturbed. He is unmotivated. He doesn't hear anything. He doesn't listen to anybody. He's just holding the umbrella and gazing at him. So then again, it so happened that Ramacharya came and asked this person, "What is this? What are you doing this like this?" He himself came and asked. Then he said, "What? I have seen such a beautiful lady. I have never seen such a beautiful lady in my life, and I don't know anything beautiful than this." So Ramanujacharya said, "Okay, fine. Yeah, I agree to you, but so if I still show you much beautiful thing than this, will you stop this? Much beautiful than this lady? Okay, let me see. Okay, he agreed, and next day he actually happened to come to place of Ramanujacharya as Ramanujacharya has invited him. That evening it was heavily raining. Okay, and all the places was so thin. And then Ramanujacharya takes this person, and he takes him to the altar. He takes him to the Swaptadar, the 7 doors of thing, and he takes him straight to the altar of Ranganatha Swami. And then he arranges for an arati. And the arati is arranged such a way that first the feet is shown, then the chest is shown, and then the face is shown. Okay. Now this person is shown lotus feet of the Lord. Then they show the navel, the chest, and then shown the eyes of the Lord. When this person sees Lord Ranganatha, the eyes of the Lord. The point to remember here is when you go alone to see the deities, you will not find this. Since this person was with the Acharya helped him to envision the Lord. That was the main thing. Okay. The wonderful thing was when that person opened his eyes and envisioned through Ramanujacharya's instructions of the face of the lotus feet of Ranganatha Swami, he found the bliss. It was a heart changing for him, and his heart was transformed. He said, "Oh, wonderful, my Lord! I just didn't know this." Then he surrendered to Ramanujacharya, and he said, but then after that, Ramanujacharya instructed him, "Come on, don't worry. You go back and you marry your lady, and both of you serve." So these two devotees became big, wonderful devotees of Ramanujacharya. The girl named was Hemangi, and this person was named was Dhanurdas. Okay, he became his disciple of Ramanujacharya as Dhanurdas. So this is how, by associating with proper guidance, associating with proper thing, we get transformed. Even the bad energy converts to the good energy. So nothing is thing that bad energy remains bad or something. But once you associate with the lively people and take the instruction and go by their way, definitely we are all having a future. So I want to tell many things, because the constraint of time, I would like to stop over here. So this is a very small tinge I've touched the part of service. There are many things we can speak about service and service attitude. Uh, with that, today I stop here. So I thank Vatrapati Prabhuji and Parabhakti Mataji and all my senior Vaishnavas for giving me this opportunity. So I hope I have not spoken anything beyond what I should speak. If I have spoken, please forgive me. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to all.